All right, now that we practiced trying to figure out what an equivalent fraction would be if we were already given a model, let's talk about what we would need to do if we were only given the fraction and we were asked to find another fraction that might be equivalent. Let's start with, let's say, the fraction 3/4. All right. So I already know a few things about the fraction 3/4. The first thing I know is that I can make a model very easily that looks like 3/4. I know the denominator is 4, so if the denominator is 4, that tells me I need to have 4 parts in my fraction. I'm going to go ahead and make mine into 4 parts. And it also tells me that of these 4 parts that I have here, I know I am going to need to shade in 3 of them because my numerator has 3. So with our problems that we had before, we already had the fraction strips there for us, so we were able to say 3/4 would be equivalent to a certain amount of pieces on another fraction. Well, if I wasn't given that fraction bar, I can still draw my own with the new things that we learned last week. So in this question, it says 3/4 is equivalent to how many eighths? Well, I was able to draw my 3/4, so I'm going to go ahead now and I'm going to draw another rectangle right below it. And I'm going to line it up so my holes are the same, but this time when I break it into its parts, my denominator is 8, so I'm going to make sure that I have 8 parts in my hole. So I'm going to start right here in the middle. I'm going to say that's 1. And I'm going to make it look just like my other one, but there's still only 4 parts. So I know if I make this one into 2 parts, that's 2. And there's another 2 parts. Now I'm up to 4. And another 2 parts, that would be 6. And then another 2 parts, that would be 8. So I have the same size hole, but instead of having 1, 2, 3, 4 parts, now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I want to know how many of these 8 do I need to shade in so that I have the same amount shaded in as up here, or an equivalent amount. So let me get that all shaded in. So if I only shaded in 1/8, that part does not look the same as this. When I go back to my candy bar, if that's chocolate and that's chocolate, those definitely aren't the same. So let me try 2/8. Nope, still not the same. 3/8. I'm getting closer, but still not the same. 4/8. Getting closer. 5/8. Almost there. 6/8. It looks like the beginning of 3/4 and this one starts the same, and the end of 3/4 and 6/8 starts the same. So I can tell other mathematicians then that 3/4 is equivalent to 6/8 because that was 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, and this is 1/8, 2/8, 3/8, 4/8, 5/8, 6/8. So therefore, 3/4 is equivalent to 6/8. All right, let's try another one and see if it makes sense. This time, I want to know 1/2 is equivalent to how many 6ths? Okay, so the first thing I want to do is I want to draw what I know. I know how to draw a shape, and I know how to put it into 2 parts. And then I want to go ahead and I want to shade in one of those 2 pieces because 1/2 means I have 1 out of my 2 pieces. Okay, but now I need to figure out how many 6ths will that be. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw the same size hole right underneath it so I make sure it lines right up. But this time, instead of having 2 parts, I know that I need to have 6 parts because my denominator is 6. So I'm going to start by lining up that line. Let's see. And if it's 2, that means I need to have 3 parts on this side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I have 6 pieces now. Now, of those 6 pieces, how many do I need to color in to make sure that I have the same amount? So I'm going to take my highlighter and I'm going to start coloring it. 1 piece at a time. Do those 2 pieces look the same? No, not the same size. They are not representing the same amount. Let's try 2 pieces. Here and here. Nope, still doesn't look the same. Let's try 3 pieces. Oh, that begins and ends at the same. So I know this was 1/2, this was 1/2. Each of these is 1/6. So if I wanted to know how many 6 did it take to be equivalent or equal to 1/2, it took me 1, 2, 3, 6. So I know that 1/2 is equivalent to 3/6 because it takes 1/2 and 3 1/6 pieces to show the same amount. Now you're going to try on a couple of your own. On the next couple of Draw It, I'm going to give you a fraction and it will say something is equivalent to how many something else. Then you're going to have to draw me the first fraction, and then after you draw the first fraction, you're going to show me how many it takes for the second one. All right, good luck.